good then. Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Like a clown?
You're a funny guy.
Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me what's funny. What do you mean? Tell me. Tell me. What do you mean? Tell me what's funny. What do you mean? Tell me. Tell me. What do you mean? Tell me what's funny. What do you mean? Tell me. What do you mean? Tell me what's funny. What do you mean? Tell me. What do you mean? Tell me what's funny. Tell me what's funny. Tell me what's funny. Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Like a clown?
You're a funny guy.
Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Tell me. Tell me what's funny. Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Like a clown?
You're a funny guy.
Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Tell me. Tell me what's funny. Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Like a clown?
You're a funny guy.
Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Tell me. Tell me what's funny. Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Like a clown?
You're a funny guy.
Funny how? Oh, funny how? What do you mean? Oh, funny. Funny how? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Tell me what's so funny, chat. Am I funny? Like a clown? Hopefully you're doing well. Oh my god. Am I doing well? What's up with my camera? Hello, camera. Hello, chat. Are we okay? What happened? No, seriously. Where's my camera? Hello? Oh, whoa. Oh no. I done goofed. You just see an image of me. I am so sorry, chat. I've already broken the stream, and I was trying to do so good. What happened? What happened? Who did it? Not me. Deactivate, reactivate. How about that? Ah, I do exist. Well, then I get to say this. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you're doing and wherever in the world. I'm BennyAndTheJetsz. Welcome in, whether you're live and or on the VOD. I appreciate y'all coming in. Today is Saturday. Happy Saturday! We got some fun stuff today. We got Curious Expedition 2. We're gonna be explorers. So I got my explorer hat. So I got my explorer sweater. This is actually a really nice sweater. I really like this sweater. And I got my exploring glasses. So I'm, besides me being very shaded out, because this green screen does not do me wonders. I need an actual screen and not the damn cloth that is attached to me, essentially. Hopefully you're doing well. It's still GOTEL. We're doing the month of May for GOTEL. Right now, $125 for this campaign. And we have at least also, we've got oh my god, please, $146,637.70 for the game on to end. Lupus is going to continue. And then, folks, if you're working, twerking, or lurking, put me on that second screen or whatever, just know we've got a few things. Okay? Exclamation point. Donate. You got that link right there. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to put a pin on it. for the rest of the stream, okay? If you feel like contributing, if you can, you don't have to. Having eyes on everything makes this so much better. And more eyes means more ways to have those opportunities, either to learn about lupus and or to just engage with others in the community that might be affected by lupus. Or any other autoimmune diseases. This we get to learn. You know what? We're gonna do an exclamation point lupus fact. Lupus fact of the day. Will it work? Probably not. Oh no, Moobot, what'd you do? Moobot. No. There was time. Hello? No, please. Not like this. Custom commands. It's facts. Oh, Benny, you off by 1. I was off by 1. Let's do this the right way. With an exclamation point. Let's get that actual lupus fact of the day. Hello? Did you know average annual costs for people with lupus, direct and indirect, cost is $50,000. That's a lot. And you know, that's not, I'm not like, I think what, infusions are like 10, 20 grand. That's crazy. Not only that, but at least, oh God, I'm going to tell you, the number is going to be topped off out of my head. 53% of people with lupus are affected financially, where they can't use, or they can't have their job anymore because of the illness, and the, you know, it's bad. That's why we're doing GOTEL. We're road to 2 million this session here for the month, 200,000. So if you feel like donating, I got that link pinned. I put a pin on it. There's also a nice little QR code right there on the top right corner. We're gonna put it there for a while now. Probably gonna put it on the other side too, if the live screen is. So yeah. Also, calm down, Mike. Also, for every $100 that is added to the goal, or we get to the threshold of $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, you know, increments of 100, I give away a game brought to you by the Lupus Foundation of America. They're good games, solid games. I know because I play them too, and you know, I just want people to have fun. That's what we do here. Okay, so get your drinky drinks and your snacky drinks and drinky drinks. I got mine right here. This is a Arizona green tea, but it's not because, well, it's not green. It's the raspberry tea. I do love me some fake raspberry flavor. It's not fake. It's a real flavor with some of my Purple Storm pre-workout because I wanted to stay focused. The goal was to stay focused. So hopefully you're doing well, enjoying your Saturday. Hopefully it's not a tough one. I was trying to get some music in the background while I was doing this intro. I am so sorry. It's never a proper stream with either the camera's not working, the green screen's not working, my audio's, oh, I gotta check. Hey, anyone out there that's watching or listening, my audio's good, hopefully there's no echo. So y'all have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. This is if you don't know about Curious Expedition 2, it's a sequel to a turn-based narrative. It's got a little bit of roguelike in it. Procedurally generated areas where you are an explorer. And it's a different adventure every time. I think I did a review on the last one. I did. I'm gonna let me see if I can bring that one up, just to give you a scenery of it. Where's that review at? There it is. Okay, this one's a long one, so I'll give you here's a review of how this game is like. Also, I need to give a shout out to Elsa Rochelle. Thank you for the follow. I saw you follow me as soon as I put on the OBS, but it didn't, it didn't go. So here is your obligatory on this little screen right here. Thank you. I also give a warning for everyone. There might be a earphone breaking point because these alerts are just crazy. And I'm so sorry to the headphone users. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Elsa Rochelle, for the follow. I love Hashimoto. Or no, I don't love Hashimoto's. Hashimoto's can go away out of my body. I was gonna say Masimoto, that funny comedian from Japan. Amazing work that he does. All right. Anyways, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well. And hopefully everyone in that's in chat, working, twerking, and lurking, thank you for stopping by, whether it be live and or on the VOD. Try to get that up going everywhere. And, as soon as, I get more time, I'm going to post it on the YouTube. Anyways, this is the little sneak peek of how it is playing Curious Expedition 2, okay? This is my review. It was a great start, as I was the great Charles Darwin, my crew of a Scottish soldier, a native translator, a water buffalo, and a royal soldier of Her Majesty. We were beating the lots of them, gaining money and making fame. All the world to see, each and every time succeeding, exploring the lands and roughing through acres of forest, collecting endless supplies of insects. Yes, that's right, insects. I was a man of intrigue, of the flying butterflies and moths variety. My crew and I were trained in the action of wildlife and survival. This expedition seemed too good to be true. The conditions were spot on perfect. A challenger put me on the spot for an 80-day excursion to see if I could make it. I accepted, grabbed my supplies before the way out. The landing spot was perfect, and I saw every forest around me, mountains to the right of me, and grasslands upon the north. I could also spot many caves and shrines entrances on the hillside, which meant one thing: loot, and lots of it. We built camp and rest before the scavenging and ran into a raptor, and quickly fought hard with our 2 shotguns, a rifle, pistol, and our wits, of course. After collecting the skin, we head to this well-buried shrine, a place that seemed perfect to explore. Inside this cast-deep place was an altar that had trinkets of the forgotten. As we approached this untouched table, my heart was pounding with a thrill. I am unsure, though, what to get. No, I don't want things by Ashley. Thank you. I'm doing a bit right here, okay? Anyways, sorry. With all the weapons, traveling gear, and treasures so far, we could grab only 2 things out of the 3 valuables: a golden llama statue, a golden goblet, and a stone that glimmered in the shade it was in. My vision was set gold as I hurried to grab it, and we went our way. But an odd warping sound came about as we exited the shrine, though it was I thought it was just my imagination. As we continued our time journey through, I thought I was losing our sanity for sure. As we came closer to the forest that was obviously bring us forth towards that golden pyramid of destiny and fame, the mountain range that once was there suddenly disappeared, and all you can see was another world. It was like looking into the vast reaches of space itself, and it seemed to be growing, this void. I thought we were just hallucinating from the leaves we had just snacked on. We ran towards that endpoint only to find the pyramid sealed. There was only a nook that a certain stone could fit in to open the gateway back to the queen herself. My mind was stunned as I realized that we had to go back to that same shrine we just exited. My reality sank even more as the forest and mountains that surrounded us was being engulfed by this darkness. We made a mad dash back to the shrine, fleeing from the emergent inhabitants and wildlife that chased us. Only a bit to go, and we could be back to that cursed place. But as we approached it, There was a flood of nothingness coming straight towards us. Would I ever see life again? Would I ever be able to identify more of my innuendo name for butterflies? Will I have one last cup of tea at Explorer's Lodge if I made it to the other side? Unfortunately, I'm afraid not. We became engulfed by the void. It was never to be heard again. The TLDR, don't ever forget to pick up that damn moonstone. 11 out of 10. Would fall into the twilight nightmare again. And that was back in 2015. God damn. Yeah. So that's how you could envision how it feels. Now, the second Curious Exploration is a little bit, they changed from the pixel graphics to more like web-based. So it's a little iffy, a little bit iffy. But that's okay. We're gonna have fun anyway, okay? Now that I blabbled on forever and ever and ever. That's the first one. We're trying to play the second one now. Play now. And this is also on Steam, by the way. This do be on the Steam. It is $20 with DLCs. Not included, but there are DLCs. Game, hello? Haha. Oh, this is big. Okay, hold up now. Hold on now. This thing is huge. Hello? Dum-ba-dum. There we go. Should we continue? I think, we'll do a new game. There has been so many adventures. Which yarn would you like me to tell tonight? What's director mode? We'll go campaign. I ponder the challenges ahead, the difficulty this new explorer would face. Let's go for Traveler. We're not... Failure isn't just a state of mind. After death, return to Paris as if nothing happened. Wipe year, there's always more explorers. After death, restart the current year with new party. Wipe campaign, Iron Man. Ooh. Yeah, we'll just do it pretty easy right now. Okay, hold on now. Gotta make sure I see y'all. Okay. Restart the expedition. Yep. Gathering together the most accomplished explorers in Paris, I looked closely at each. Who will become my new right hand? Big game holder for Joby, Leopoldin anthropologist, the Hajar cartographer. A globe-trotting adventurer creates fine maps that provide fame based on how well explored an area is. Okay. Leopoldin anthropologist, scientist of indigenous cultures, creates anthropological studies that generate fame as you learn about a tribe. Okay, big game hunter, rugged trophy hunter, expert in putting down dangerous beasts and other threats in the wild. I'm gonna go through anthropology. Let's go through that. Okay, what do we need? Rob 10 shrines. Okay. Animals. Interesting. Okay. Paris, France, 1886. As you can tell, the Eiffel Tower is slowly being built. I looked out upon the exposition grounds with a smile on my lips. Malin has chosen me to uncover the secrets of the island. I vowed not to let her down. My heart pounded with anticipation of the fame and glory that lay before me. But first, I would need to hire some assistants. Lux Labs, Busol Kase, Taishi Academy, and the Royal Avalon Society. Let's see what Lux Labs has. Eddie-bot looked at me impassively as I entered the main club's hall. I found myself nervously adjusting my color under the thing's flat gaze. Mr. Ederson sends his regards. Thank you, Eddie-bot. There's a competition. Form relationship. Form the relationships of your expedition. Pledge yourself at a club hall of choice. You will get ranking in Aurora. Upgrade equipment. Can't do that. I don't have some funky stuff. Club shop. What do you got? Nothing. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave. When I returned, the exposition grounds were quieter than I had left them. I enjoyed the rare moment of peace in the city. Eddie. The city of love. Ha ha ha. Mon chéri. Mon petit. Let's see here. Busol Casse. I entered the famed Busol Casse, the broken compass, and surveyed my surroundings. Renowned as a meeting place for would-be explorers, it was a likely place to find eager adventurers to join my trek. We can change the difficulty, or we can recruit some folk. I gave word that I was looking for reliable companions to join my expedition. Soon I had gathered a small set of candidates to choose from, which we have a missionary, a street rat, or a British soldier. We have Brother Triniston, we have Bernard Rousseau, and we have Sergeant Malcolm Osborne. Which is interesting. What is... You have the shield of faith and some strength. Street rat, you have dodging ability and taunting. Okay. British soldier just has straight up fisticuffs. And what do we have? Who's in our team? I don't know who's in our team, but that's fine. Manage trek. We have with us Wakanya, which is an islander shaman. It's really good at healing and a rite of pain. And then we have Akorso Kama, which is our translator. Demoralize, which just gives vulnerability to enemies, and then insulting slap gives vulnerable and damage. So we have that. Also, I feel like I'm fading into the ether, but that's fine. I see that on my preview screen that I am barely a man. I am more ghost than man right now. And that's okay. Back to the trick. You know what? Getting that shield would really help us. I don't know if the missionary would be good that we have that. Allows resting for free in missions. Conceal from locations. You have a chance bonus on that with a street rat. Increased damage when using guns. I think free resting would be good. Do you truly want to recruit Brother Tristan? Yes. Spreading his arms benevolently, Brother Tristan has told me he was looking forward to spreading the word of God among heathens. Sure. Okay. We also have the Taishi Academy. The historian smiled sadly upon up at me from atop his perch. He waited silently for me to make a request. And we can train character, right? What's the club shop? We ain't got anything because we don't have tickets. We have to do more renowned. Joining the competition. So what do we do? Pledge campaign. Form of the most relationship of your experience. Pledge yourself at a club. Okay, we'll do it. So, BennyAndTheJetsz wants to help explore clubs out with their special competition. That's great news, but first, better make sure you're familiar with the rules. In order to participate, you'll need to Need store your account and detailed server. Oh, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that. I don't need that. The Royal Avalon Society. The fire crackled warmly as I entered Avalon's comfortable main hall. Please, have a seat. Ooh, that is, yes. Actually kind of quite lovely. Rank 4, huh? Club shop. Recruits area. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay. We got a hiking stick. I don't have any renown with that, but we can get Gyan Singh. Increases melee damage, can still fight when mortally wounded. Very good to know. We do have... Oh, he's 8. That's what it's cost. Okay. Hiking stick. Helps with the dryland grasslands area. And then we have some tea. A teapot and package of loose leaf tea provides a calming effect that reduces the stretch of sanity. Okay. So we have that, right? We can't really cure any ailments, but that's fine. We're gonna, can I get one more person? Can I recruit one? No, we cannot. Okay, that is fine. I can click on all the things, though. Okay, we're good. Let's start the exposition. In the days leading up to my expedition, rumors had been circulating about new islands that had been found, similar to the one Malin has stumbled upon. Also, the heads up, there's going to be a ad in 3 minutes. Sifting through these rumors, I planned my course based on those that seemed the most likely to contain grains of truth. The more you bring back, the more famous you'll get. Yeah, that's true. The Golden Pyramid are map in stone. So there's these two, right? We got a more dryland area. But we have the Golden Pyramid. Easy rating. Budget about 75. Archipelago. Rumors tell of a pyramid made of solid gold. Truly, it would be glorious to discover such a thing. I'm gonna change. I do not want to be... where am I? Where am I? Can I not be so opaque right now? Hey, I actually exist. Well, you know what? This will have to do. That'll have to do. Until I get a better green screen. That's fine. Let's go, yeah, the Golden Pyramid. We're gonna get a sponsor. Achieve the daily goal efficiently. No dilly-dallying, huh? What does that mean? Do not fear, we will meet again. Royal Avalon. That's the thing, I just... Who do I choose? Royal Avalon Society is pretty well. I'm gonna, you know what, start the Lux Labs. Let's do that. The night before I was to depart, the streets of Paris were awash with the flickering of light of the street lamps as I made my way to the bar. As I sipped my drink that evening, I was approached by Percy Fawcett, the famous explorer and hunter of the lost city of Z. It was the voice of the wild places, and I knew that I took it as part of me forever. Starstruck, I chatted with the celebrity about inconsequential things for a while before he introduced the topic of the disappearing islands. I smiled and deflected, pretending I knew nothing. Fawcett pressed harder, but I would not reveal Mayleen's secret to a complete stranger. Eventually, he grew impatient in the face of my invasions and bid me a good night, striving off with an air of irritation. Eccentric fellow, if I do say so myself. Let's start the adventure. Each time you move, you pay travel costs. Okay, make sure fewer moves conserve sanity. Good. As I neared the site of the expedition, a small supply ship pulled alongside. I wonder what Lux Labs has in store for me. Hello? The shopkeeper hailed me loudly and handed me a small package A gift from Malin for my first solo expedition. I'm sure it would prove useful. We got a first aid kit, a torch, and some chocolate. What they selling? Chocolate. Yes, chocolate. Let's buy some provisions, okay? So we got 5 chocolate bars. We got our studies, right? So we need to visit the island hut in the wilds, visit a sacred site, encounter islanders in the wild, conduct a trade, and discover a tribe type. We also get a torch. You could use that in combat, but you can also better viewing distance. Lasts about 10 days. You can do some burning. We got first aid kit, helps with the wounds and patch ups everything. Then we have a spear. We got a spear. And we're on the islands, right? Archipelago. Archie, protective token. Climbing gear. Maybe shovel can be used to dig things up. How much do we have? We have 75 to work with. Granola bar, a convenient snack, rolled oats, honey, nuts, everything with an explorer's heart desires. Rather filling. Cheese! Hard cheese. Block of hard, tasty cheese. We have a custom flare. Be careful with flammable material. Weather balloon reveals the closest location. Dynamite. Batel nuts provides an invigorous burst of energy that enhances your reflex. And cocoa wine. Delicate wine of intense smell and dark color. Every time a new delight. And there's a 40 of like sanity, blackout, and travel up to 6 tiles randomly, and backfire chance of 10%. Jesus Christ. Stimulant capsules adds an extra bit of pep to your attacks in combat. Okay. Booby trap. Okay. Shamanic carving that can be broken to release a protective power within. Tanning kit for pelts. Climbing. Is that at a discount? Yes, it is. Let's get a couple of climbing things. Cunning tonic. Understanding tonic. Vigor tonic. Get one of... Oh, we don't have much to carry. Ooh. Maybe... We'll do that. They give us money anyways. And we do have 5 chocolate bars, right? 10, 15... I think we should have a couple of things. Just a couple things, okay? Three of those. Another torch. Get a couple of weather balloons. Blast through mountains and tough foes. Loud detonations do tend to bother the locals, however. Ooh. Huh. Okay, we do have the ads. I'm still gonna work with this. Try not to be in battle. Okay, we'll deal with this, okay? My provisions chosen. I considered if there was yet more yet to be done before I land on the island. Ship storage? Oh, fine. Refill water. Fill several canteens with extra water. And we'll put that extra washing rate reduces driving to the desert. We don't need that, but it's nice to have. All right. And then we'll start our expedition. Ancient legends told of the great golden temple on the island that loomed ahead. A massive ancient thing made of pure gold. Just nothing but gold on this trip. I guess I'll just fade away through the ether. That's fine. Alright. I do like me some gold. I was to find this legendary structure, adding to the already substantial honor of Lux Labs. We gotta find that golden pyramid. And this is our journey on the... The flooded islet. I'm looking. This is a big old thing. We got mountain ranges, so that's good to have that pack. Let's just start off in the grasslands area. Make our way through. Resting in sanity. When resting in camp, having sanity below the sanity threshold will yield more negative rest events. To avoid negative events, rest your sanity is while your sanity is still above the low sanity threshold. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. There is something mysterious, and there is islanders on the island. Let's travel, shall we? Okay, we'll stop traveling. Approach Huntsmaster. Approach Islanders. Let's approach the Islanders, shall we? Who were those people? They reminded me of salamanders, yet they walked upright like they were humans do, and I could see wisdom in their eyes. Incredible. Ask about tribe. I wanted to know about the culture of these people. Delicately, I inquired about the nature of their traditions and customs. Their customs have been passed for centuries, which, you know, brings up our standing with them. The person before me told me of her proud warrior heritage. Trained for battle from an early age, these people were strong and proud folk. The group of warriors marched away, standing tall and proud as they went. But we meet again. Okay. Let's approach the Huntsmaster. I encountered a hunter's cabin out in that trackless wilderness. It seemed that its owner preferred a solitary existence out amongst the wildlife. We can trade with them. They got meat, they got some bite. They got some animal scent. Okay, they got some antelope pelt. They got some mite. They got some seashells. At a higher rate, huh? We could have their standing up, but I think we'll be fine. Okay. We return. We do not make a deal. After seeing items Z had available for trade, I reconsidered. We can hunt beast? I told the huntmaster of a fearsome creature that I wanted killed. He agreed to do it for a price. You know what? Changed my mind. Now was not the right time. Alright, so we approached the huntmaster, right? What's going on with you? Scared of heights. I see. Okay. How's our study? We gotta conduct a trade. Visit a sacred site. Alright. Let's see if we can go to this area. Coral structure. Let's go here. We'll trudge on through. We will trudge on through. Is there anything in here? No? Okay. Well, they'll come here. There's the golden pyramid. Ah, okay. We've made it already here, but we need to do some more stuff. We need to visit others. We're on lethal. Okay, let's, if we can we take a rest? I'm glad I made the decision to come along. Good. Change my mind. Do not bear part. Alright, let's eat some chocolate. There you go. And a granola. And then we'll go to the island. And there is a shrine there. I deserve a promotion. Someone does deserve a promotion. What we can do? Promote you for loyalty. Alright. I changed my mind. Okay. Let's return back and let's go, if we can. Can we go to the place called Kokomo? That's where I want to go. Down to Kokomo. Hopefully I have enough sanity left. And then there is Islanders. Decreased acrophobia. Oh no. It was a grim day that morning. Rain fell from the sky, making it easy to stay out of sight as we observed a small group of natives getting ambushed by a pack of hyenas. As the battle joined, it was clear that the Islanders were not getting the best of it. Someone didn't intervene. They were unlikely to survive. We're gonna help the Islanders. I could not stand idly by and watch fellow humans be slaughtered by beasts. Well, they're salamanders, so feeling myself the encounter, I gave cry and joined the battle. Okay, we have one hyena. We're going to give that a roll. I'm gonna burn him. Get the vulnerable in. Get that going. Gonna re-roll. Okay. There we go. Go for 6. He's on one more. Take a die. Go for a heal. End our turn. The surviving Islanders thanked me profusely. I had saved their lives, and despite our previous differences, they would never forget this boon. Alright, we will just kinda make our way to the shrine. The temple before me warranted both fear and respect. A nauseous smell was rolling in the air. It was probably coming from the fumaroles in distance. Inside was a small, shadowy chamber. A long hallway led to the altar room ahead. My eyes flittered and froze, searching for traps. There's one. There's that. Knocking on the walls, I noticed that one section echoed with hollow resonance. Upon inspection, I found a subtle slab door leading to a second chamber. I shall push open the slab door. It took all my strength, but I managed to move the great slab to one side, wiping sweat from my brow. I cautiously entered the small doorway. Inside the small chamber was a raised dais, atop which were a mummified body adorned with ceremonial wrappings. I'm gonna exit that chamber. We ain't gonna do shit. What about a side chamber? I went back through the small doorway. Inside the small chamber was a room. Okay. Altar chamber? Ah, before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. Sigils of warning indicate a poisonous cloud could descend on any mad enough to steal the treasure. I'm gonna return. Okay, so we did that, right? We just need to conduct a trade. Approach trader. What do you have? To my surprise, I encountered a colorfully dressed traveling merchant. He was bowed beneath a heavy pack, but cheerfully greeted me with a wave. He hesitated before presenting us with a selection of his wares. It seems that he had somehow acquired goods from the west out here in the wilds. So he's got seashells by the seashore. He's got whiskey. He's got some whiskey. Rubberized waders allows comfortable travel through water and protection from sulfur. That's interesting. Flash powder. What are for marbles? Okay. Combat bandages. Stimulants. Rumors to be as currency by certain exotic tribes. Okay. Ornamental revolver. Has great potential. Rope. Inspect. Weakness, huh? Oh my god, that's expensive. Ooh! That's also expensive. Ooh! Oh no. Need at least one climbing gear. Conducting trade. Our business concluded, I ventured out into the wilderness once more. We did not conduct a trade with the village, though. I approached to what appeared to be an islander village, populated by strange amphibian creatures with buildings made of pink coral. The villagers welcomed me with warmth and kindness that I have seldom seen before. Clearly, my reputation has preceded me. We can rest in the village. That'll lower our thing. We can meet with the ruler. I entered the chieftain's hut, greeting her respectfully. Z nodded and was generous enough to give her time for a single request. Oh man. Ask for request? I inquired if there's anything I can do to help the village. I was told of a relic of religious significance that has been stolen long ago. They had the map, but I would need to dig it up. I don't have a shovel, do I? Don't have the shovel. I cannot. Well, you know what? Leave it a map and a shovel. Okay. Safe return to the village. Oh, I got a shovel. They just give me shovel. Okay. I'm okay with that. What's the map look like? Okay. Thank the chieftain for their time and made my exit. Exit the hurt. Exited the hut, breathing in the sea air deeply as I returned to the main village square. Let's see. A person from the village carried over a heavy bag, revealing the village's trade goods. And we make a trade. They got some coral bludgeon, horn flute. Lift shoot. Okay. Bait. Throwing axe. Bolas. Keen eye mushroom. Sharpness of the vision. Warhorn. Give you armor. Spike club. Pearls. Okay, so we got that, right? I wonder, I can get the standing up. Very undervalued by native population. So we'll do that. Let's... You know what? Oh god, no, they don't like us. Oh no. That does not bode well. Okay, well. No shrooms. Could get Ebola. We don't really have a fight, so we should be fine. Let's just do that. Get us standing up. Settle the trade on the villagers. Okay, can we rest? Let's do a resting. And we got our thing. I told the team to unpack our things and prepare for the night. Sleep was impossible that night, as some blasted village person kept up a constant off-tuning humming of the local song. Can I ask you, please shut up? I lost my temper. I lost my temper. And shouted at the person, demanding Z to let us some rest. I caught the look of disapproval after, but at least the humming stopped. That's okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Fine, just fine. We rested. There is a mystery thing. I rested in the village for a few days to recover. The villagers seem undisturbed by my presence. We're at a 3, that's fine. We shall leave. I told the crew to pack and head out as new adventures were waiting. Villagers wish us a good journey. Now, we need to look at the map. And it's there, huh? I know exactly where we need to go, but there's also another mysterious thing. That's over here. That we will travel towards. I know there's an elephant there, but we're not disturbing the elephant. Approach Elephant Graveyard. This foreboding place was situated in the midst of a swamp, strewn with the remains of long-dead elephants. Hundreds of the impressive animals have come here to die. We're just gonna leave then. That is not for us. We can approach the elephant. I watched the creature rip leaves from bushes with its great trunk while contemplating the value of its ivory. Well, we're not gonna attack them. But we will go to here. We will travel our way. Long day. Okay, well, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just kept going. We're gonna dig here, because that's where the map is. Okay, well, I know you have acrophobia. That's fine. Low sanity. Oh my god. Digging into the soft earth, I made a discovery. Treasure. Opening an old rotten chest, I found the villagers' religious artifact inside. We do need to head back. 100%. Oh, God. Can I just rest? Can we not rest? I need to travel. I need the trader. Trader, hello? Approach trader. Thank you. Yep, we'll hail the trader again. Yep. I need some granola. Just to get us by. Our business concluded. Adventure in the wilderness once more. And we'll eat that granola. Thank you. Just enough to get by. To approach the village. Just enough. The village was quiet. As I entered once again, the villagers welcomed me with smiles on their faces. The villagers' ruler thanked me solemnly as I presented the lost relic. I saw tears of strong emotion in her eyes as I turned to leave. Did they give me so much stuff? They gave me a whole lot of stuff. Oh my god. Shamanic staff. Okay. Healing charm. Okay. Cooked fish. Watch out for the bones. Red berries. And a glowing star fruit. Interesting. Well, that's nice to have. I would love to rest again. Also, can I promote me? And then we'll give you healing charm. Healing charm. Okay. And for you, that's... There we go. Should head back. I exited the hut, breathing in the sea air deeply. We're gonna rest. Brother Tristan talked to Kwananya about his faith. I saw Kwana's face clench ever tight. Can we find common ground? I think it's best we find common ground. I failed. Okay. I thought I'd find it best to find common spirituality in both faiths. I'm not sure if I had the requisite knowledge. Maybe I should have devoted more time to religious studies. Both Brother Tristan and Kwanya were not convinced at all. Okay, well, we're gonna sleep this out. How about that? Whoops. Whoops. Okay, we're gonna rest for a while. That's not enough time. That was not enough time. Okay. The night, the islanders made a feast in honor of our visit and politely offered us a rather splendid smelling alcoholic beverage. I will drink it. I drank the beverage, not wanting to offend my host. It tasted of mango, and the evening became even more enjoyable. And everybody danced. They did. They would do that dancey dance. Okay. Okay, we're doing a little bit better on the rest. I don't know if we can make it. I rested a few days. Can we do a trade where you just give me stuff? Deal? No deal? Okay. Well, I tried. Nah, it's fine. We don't need to trade. 80 should be enough to be able to, should be. Oh, the glowing... I brought it away. It can do that? 53. That sucks. And it rotted away. Okay, well... We have not chose this path. That's fine. Okay, we approach the pyramid. The Great Pyramid towered above me, glinting in the sunlight. It was beginning to fall into ruin, but remained a majestic sight. We entered the pyramid. All was bare inside the temple, but scorch marks showed the signs of a long-ago struggle. Intriguing. Okay. And there wasn't really anything else on the map. That's fine. We got a rank up. Very nice, very nice. Return the treasures. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, new unlocks. A stun prod. What does that do? Okay, stun, self-damage. Okay. Fresh lemonade. A bittersweet lemonade, a fabulous delight. Perfected by Lux Lab. Ooh. Or we can have therapy paddles. Provides a gentle shock to elevate the mood and prevent quarrelsome behaviors. Interesting. I don't like that. So it damages self. Interesting. I want to take the lemonade. Lemonade. Can I? Oh, those are just the unlocks. Okay. Alright. Choose a perk. Good reputation adds a standing bonus to the start of the island. That would be good. Reduced movement in the thick jungle. Having more sanity. Having more sanity would be good. The reputation with the... Since we're going for anthropology, would be better. Upon my return to Paris, a street urchin delivered a note from Malin asking me to meet in her office at the rear of Mousson Cassé. Okay. Club shop. We can take it for... How much money do we have? We don't have much money, do we? Also, I want to see what the competition is, okay? Sure. Okay. There are main points, please. Okay, well. I joined a relationship. Hello? Did I do the thing correctly? Hello? Hello? Got an achievement, okay. Try again? I don't fucking know. I don't know if that's even a thing anymore. Well, guess that won't. You can attempt. Okay. It does not matter if it's probably done for. I shall leave. Avalon Society. Your ailment. Who's got the ailment? What do you have? Mercurial tends to swing between extreme feelings of loyalty or disloyalty. Wait a minute. What about Brother Tristan? What do you have? You're angry in a volatile state of mind. Okay, you're just swinging for emotions. That's fine. You don't like high places. How about you? Acrophobia. Miss Farlow gently asked me to leave so that she might be alone with Kowaknya, and happy to accommodate her when they left. Okay, that's fine. Upon my return, Kowaknya was looking clear-eyed and calm. He assured me that his troubles were behind him. I felt reassured by the steadiness in his voice. The tea would be nice, but I don't think we have any money. We have renown, but we don't have money. We don't have that fame. Okay, we're gonna go to the castle. I entered Victoria's office at the arranged time and found her waiting impatiently. As I told her of my journey, her eyes shone with excitement. She has news! She peppered me with questions, intense in her hunger to learn every detail of my expedition. Hours passed before she was satisfied. Eventually, Victoria revealed that she has been collecting reports and that the machine we have found on that first island seemed particularly important. She needed to go, but pressed a handful of expo tickets in my hand as she escorted me out of her office. These were good as gold in this area, particularly in the Explorers Club. I gave word that I was looking for adventurous sorts of my expedition. Soon I gathered a small set of candidates to choose from. Okay, so we have Dr. Amabel Scoot, a traveling quack. Okay. Captain Eleazar Beddoes. He's a soldier. And then we have our street rat, Jean-Paul Graves. I think having creates an elixir every 28 days. Increase damage using guns. I don't really want a street rat, but I need the blues. Okay, we'll go for Dr. Amabel Scoot. What do you have as Hothead has a hard time saying no to a fight? Do I truly want Dr. Quack? Yes. Without hesitation, I welcome Dr. Amabel Scoot to my team. It was a risk, but her unorthodox mixtures could come in handy in the days ahead. Bustling construction in the fairgrounds hummed around me. Alright, let's go back to Lux Labs. We can upgrade equipment. Health regeneration. We can... Let's see here. The shamanic staff. Curses of the spirits. Focus of the spirits. We can upgrade for 14. Upgrade for 17. The Spear of Destiny. Let's do that. Oh, let's... Oh, we could just keep upgrading. Oh. Okay. I don't mind doing that at all. Okay. Alright. Sounds of heavy machinery and crackling electricity filled the air. Hold on a sec. Someone wants to know about that one. What is it? Flock around. I can also message the bird and say, "Hey, bird. I'm sorry that it's crazy. Crazy at work for you right now." It is for her. Okay. Club shop. How about we do for the club shop? We have plenty of stun prod. Okay, lemonade. No? Okay. We cannot. Let me club shop. In ship shop. Okay. We haven't made rank yet. Having that, and then... What do you mean, no deal? What does that mean, no deal? I don't have enough. Okay. Upgrade equipment. We already have regeneration. We can upgrade some more for 4. That would leave us with 1. Okay. We'll just leave that for now. Train character. Looked over my crew and considered who would benefit most from teachings here. Probably Annabelle. Okay. I submitted Dr. Scoot to learn new wisdom from the Academy Masters. I was told to return a day later to pick her up. Okay. And when I returned the next day, Dr. Scoot's face radiated with a calm glow. She learned much here. We don't have much for that one. And we shall leave. Emerge again in the bustle of the expedition grounds. I found myself immersed in the sights and the sounds of the busy site once more. We're gonna manage tech. Not yet available. He is angry, man. Bitter, angry. Okay, we go back. We start our expedition. Right? Because I don't need anything else. We don't have enough money. The Explorers Club has many expeditions available. The choice was mine. We already did the Golden Pyramid, right? Terra Incognita bonus. Trials and Triangulations. Our understanding of the island is poor at best. Advance our knowledge by surveying these strange lands. The Dryland Islands. We go archipelago. Let's get some bonuses. Let's get a sponsor in. Let's have more Lux. We're already at rank 3 with them. Might as well. It was my last night in Paris, and I decided to celebrate over drinks. This evening, a Zouave veteran of the French Foreign Legion approached me. He had heard that we planned to leave Paris tomorrow. He presented himself as a mercenary and offered us to join one expedition. He would need to be paid up front and asked for a lot, but assured he was for it. I don't know about that. Also, welcome back from the ads. I don't really need him. Does not use up character slots. You know what? We might need it for this trip. Let's just take it. I shook hands with a mercenary and sealed the deal. He assured me he would be the most valuable fighter I've ever had. Alright, well, to adventure. Alright, my ship arrived, encountering a small supply of vessel. I hoped Lux Labs would provide some useful equipment for my expedition. We only have 47. Interesting enough. That's 10, huh? That's me in the corner. I don't have enough. I got food cans. Can be only enjoyed when sanity is low. Yikes. Chocolate. That's 25. God damn. Flash powder. Betel nuts. Betel. 10 for 10, huh? Yikes. Five, huh? And that's... okay. 7 cans. We'll do 1 balloon. Pretty enough, but I have no good for trading. Too naive to know the value of a franc. That's 5 gold, huh? You might have well get that a rollin'. Combat gear we don't have. You know what? Let's just make sure we have stuff. Proper food, gear, and everything in between. My provisions chosen, I considered if there was yet another more to be done before I landed. How's our storage? That would be fine. Okay. Let's just begin expedition. Ancient legends told of a great golden temple on the island that loomed ahead. A massive ancient thing. Made of pure gold. I was to find this legendary structure, adding to the already substantial honor of Lux Labs. Alright. Find Golden Pyramid. Make sure people aren't angry. Right? Study the islanders. Complete a village quest. Conduct trade. Visit islander hut in the wilds. Encounter islanders in the wild. Discover tribe type. And I see butterflies. Butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Anyways, take a look. Those are some funky moths I do see there. What do these butterflies do then? Can we see as to why? I don't know, but we'll trek up ahead. Unexpected event. Angry. Clearly frustrated, Kawanya approached me with some ultimatum. Compensate him with some extra loot or he will leave the party. Okay. Oh, oh my god, dude. Really? How about that? Oh my god, this guy. Eyes swelling with greed. Pocketed his loot and went to bed, seeming satisfied. Okay. Can we approach portal? Hello? An ancient gate stood before us. A slight swirling with this center seemed to form some sort of manner portal. Oh my god. I don't want to enter the portal quite just yet. I need to visit some villagers. Oh my god. Brother Tristan started an argument to see who turned to clean the cooking pots. The issue was trivial, but he had been upset with me for days and tipped him over the edge. Angry words exchanged, and in the end, Brother Tristan stalked away from the camp, hurling epithets as he went. He would not return. Oh. Oh, well. Okay. Who's ready for promotion? Let's promote you. Perhaps... No, I changed my mind. Okay. Oh, we're not even at the... Okay, we need to approach Islander. Hello, can I do that, please? We're already here, right? Can you... Hello? Game? Come on. Come on. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I've encountered a new group of islanders. Their colorful garments looked much different than the attire of people I have met before on these islands. I recall reading about similar tribes in travel logs, books of history. How did they arrive in these distant hidden lands? I don't have enough. Hello? Oh, hi, Junebug. Ask about the tribe. I wanted to know more of the culture of these people. Delicately, I inquired about the nature of these traditions and customs. They told me their tribe was purified itself of any male presence and the consistent only of women. They refused to speak of how they managed to reproduce. Okay. The proud group of women wished me luck on my travels, with their strong voices ringing out in the wilderness. Alright, well, then we found the, Hi, bud. You want attention? You want attention, buddy? I'll give you some attention. Yeah, come here. Okay, okay. How about we calm down? You wanted attention. You wanted attention, bud. You wanted attention. And you're purring. There we go. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Hi, Junebug. You wanted attention. You want to just lay on my lap? You can just lay on my lap. We can have that happen. No, do not do anything drastic, sir. Let's go travel here. I want to know what those butterflies do. Approach Stonehead. Here we go, stone statue. I discovered a rough-hewn sculpture of her grotesque face that towered above me. The great thing filled me with dread and curiosity in equal measure. I noticed a collection of offerings had been placed here by some unknown islanders. Let's leave an offering, if we can. We can not. Okay, we're not going to. I changed my mind. The treasures were too valuable to throw away on an island or superstitions. We shall venture away. Okay. We shall go. Ooh, actually. Yes. Oh, we have an anti-infectium. Adds 1 random ailment. Removes infection. We're good. And there's the trader here as well. We shall approach the village. Shall approach that village. The large stone structures overshadowed everything in this village. These people must be masterful stonemasons to create works of such awesome beauty. The villagers welcome me with smiles on their faces. Okay. Mr. June, you're on my... Hey, buddy. You're on my wire. Okay. Well, he's gone now. Let's meet with the ruler. The chieftain welcomed me to her tent, offering a steaming cup of tea. Ooh, very nice. To my delight, it was surprisingly delicious. After a time, the chieftain made it clear that the custom among their people was to offer a gift when visiting. She looked at me expectantly. Ooh, God. Good enough? No? Oh. I reluctantly handed over a token of respect and goodwill. The chieftain nodded, satisfied. I was now free to make one request of my own. I need to ask for a quest. I inquired if there's anything I could do to help the village. I was told of a relic religious significance that has been stolen long ago. They have a map, but I need to dig it up. I was given a map and a shovel and instructed to take the greatness of care. The relic was of great importance. They prayed for its safe return to the village. My request granted, I bowed to the council and left their business. I exited the hut. I emerged from the hut, blinking rapidly as my eyes adjusted to the light outside. I'm going to do a trade if I can. Max help. What is going on back there, boys? I do not have enough. Okay, I don't need... okay. I would need to rest. But also, we packed and headed out as our new adventures were waiting. One islander clasped my hand in respect and wished me farewell. That's very nice. Alright, where is this? It is over here. Which is fine. I would like to, at least... travel with him. Approach the trader. To my surprise, counted him. Okay, let's see what he has with his wares. Nothing. Rabbit's foot. Okay. Chocolate. Ooh. Another map. And some chocolate. Okay. Oh my god. Still not gonna be enough, huh? We're not. Nah. I'm good. $45 to one syringe. Theodolite. Theodolite. A theodolite. Okay, well, we don't need that. So we will not make a deal. We do need some sanity working on. There you go. The map is right there. Cost 23. 23 and me. Let's just go back to the village. We're gonna take a rest. The village was celebrating a great fortune. They were singing and dancing, and a great feast was prepared in the village. Joy expected was infectious, and my companions were clamoring to join in. I will chant. Also will chant. Dr. Emma Bill shall chant. Let's see. There you go. Soon the whole village was watching in rapt attention as I demonstrated my latest dance moves. What a night. Our standing went up. Experience went up. Which is good. We needed that. Also, I'm gonna move Tiltify. I cannot. I forgot. That's okay. Okay, we did that. What do we need to do in order to complete Islander Hut in the Wilds? Okay. Conduct a trade, complete village quest. We'll go here. Okay. And we will dig. Digging the soft earth, I made a discovery. Treasure! Opening an old rotten chest, I found the relics of, the village, religious artifact. A sacred mask. Let's see if I can find the village. New elixir. Sanity. That's fine. Islander Hut in the Wilds. There is no Islander Hut in the Wilds. We've discovered everything. But we will approach the shrine. Okay. A forgotten temple stood bathed in light before me. The structure was slightly tilted and subsiding. The ground seemed as if it could be opening a gaping chasm any moment. Inside was a small, damp chamber. A long hallway led to the altar room ahead. It took a breath, keeping an eye out for traps. Search for secrets. Hidden beneath some rubble, I found a small piece of loot that first escaped my notice. Ooh, gems. Okay. I stashed the treasure and considered my options. Let's enter the altar. We found a sacred altar room. Pictographs on the altar warned that the great chasm would open beneath the shrine if the treasure here were disturbed. I'm good. We back away and we leave. It's better not to disturb the shrine further and left immediately. Hello, Steeler. I did not see you. I feel like this game is a mixed bag. Also, how you doing? Happy Saturday. I did not find the Wandering Village. Do I have to go to the portal? Probably do. Let's head back towards the village. And we can make our way. Oh, she is needing to promote. When I returned, the village was buzzing with activity. The villagers gave me a warm welcome, inviting me to freely partake in their hospitality. The problem is that this is like Oregon Trail with like all the crack and everything, and interdimensional everything, essentially. We're gonna promote them. Level 3. We did not need a fighter, by the way. That was a terrible, terrible thing to do. We will finish our village task. The village ruler thanked me solemnly as I presented the lost relic. They gave us a lot of stuff, by the way. I saw tears of strong emotion in their eyes as I turned to leave. I emerged from the hunt, blinking rapidly as my eyes adjusted from the light outside. Happy Saturday, I'm good. Took your mom to a musical? Ooh, nice one! Which one? Hope your Saturday's doing well. Yeah, it was. Can we not just hunt for meat? We can, but there is no, animals to hunt. We can do a trade, which we need to. Ooh, we got a vulture? What the fuck? We can have a vulture in hand? And we have a leafy sprig. Attention chance. Okay, let us do a trade because we need it. Max health. Islander trinket. So we need to do a trade, right? We have all these cooked fish and everything. Okay. Cooked fish. So we got that. Okay, we did a trade. Can I? Nope. Yep. How to succeed in business without really trying. That sounds like a cool. I'm glad you guys got to see that. Let's do that. We conducted a trade with the tribe. We're gonna rest. That's what we're gonna do. A prominent villager approached me offering a ritual exchange of gifts. Booby trap? No deal. The villager scholars have rejected their offer. I regretted the offense, but we could spare none of our equipment. That's fine. We have so much standing with them. So much standing. I need to visit Island Hut. And I don't know how. We're gonna rest again. And in the night, Dr. Amabel Scoot approached me shyly. I noticed that she was blushing furiously as she approached. From behind her back, she produced a bouquet of lush flowers. Stammering me, she confessed her deep, abiding love for me. Thank you? Smiling slightly, I reached out and took the bouquet. We spent the remainder of the evening holding hands beneath the glittering stars. Oh, they're in love. Okay. Isn't that nice? Thank you, Dr. Scoot. Okay. Is this love? Alright, we shall leave. Ready to be promoted. Let's manage the trek. You are level 2. You are also level 2. What would do the promotion? Better of that. Better of this. Also, max health. Nope. Okay, you will have a condor or a vulture on your hand. And leafy sprigs. How about that? No, we're not dismissing. I don't know if we have enough. We could. I don't have enough. Okay. What is this? Desert Storm. There is no. I don't see a village. Or, what do we need to do? Visit Islander Hut in the wilds. And there's no Islander Hut. There is a portal. We can go to a portal. I also want to know what the butterflies do. To be honest. Ultra Nerve Calmer. Oh, Kama Lumines's Illuminated Dragonfly. Okay. We got some stuff. I kind of want to see what's in the teleport. We've already done everything else. Might as well approach the portal. Let's go to the other side. We mustered the courage and marched through the blinding light. A moment later, we stepped out into the alien landscape. Oh god. Oh god. We found ourselves in a strange realm. What caused this place to look like this? Holy shit. Oh, brother, no. We just were here. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. What the fuck is that? The fuck is that? Alright, well, we're gonna... travel, I guess? What the fuck are you? What's that? What is that? Waterfall? Don't go chasing it, okay? What are you? An islander? Oh, actually. We might need that. We might just... What the fuck is that? Approach islander. We need to know. These were not like any other islanders we had met. Their skins were sickly pale, with veins that looked almost purple in the light, and each and every one of them wore a mask. The masks all had friendly smiles on them, but the fact they were never deviated from the expression gave us all a feeling of unease. They told us that they were the first they had first come here after a long journey through portals. This was their home. Let's ask about the tribe. I wanted to know more of the culture of these people. Delicately, I inquired about the nature of their traditions and customs. They told me about the men that had come from far away to plunder their riches and devastated their lands. They have made them distrustful of outsiders. A small group kept their eyes on me as I walked away. It seems that their trust would not be easily won. I stick to the rivers and streams that I'm used to. That's right. We need to approach the waterfall, though, because we need to rest. This waterfall was quite enormous. The water was fresh and cool. I instructed the trek to halt. The air was fresh and cool as I lit the campfire. It was smotheringly hot evening. After a time, Dr. Scoot stretched her back and prepared to enter the fresh, clear water. She looked back, inviting us to join her. I wasn't quite in the mood, but Wakanya was eager to join, clearly happy for an escape from the oppressive heat. From my position on the shore, I watched them indulgently as they splashed and laughed in the water. Watching them relax put me in a good spirits. After a time, they climbed out of the water and prepared for the night, chattering together like magpies until they fell asleep at last. Yeah, they became friends. And we slept. You're gonna hear some badoop badoop. I don't know how we're gonna return home, but it's somewhere nearby. After days of rest, we enjoyed the melodic tone of the falling water. It was truly a beautiful place. We're gonna leave it though. I don't want to deal with whatever the fuck that is. And there's at least 1, 2, 3 points of interest. I don't want to deal with that crab creature. That's a lot of eyes. Let's go this way. Away from the creature. I got some experience. That's the portal the way out. I do believe so. But we can travel along this way. And that way. Through the waters. And the river. Mirror circle. We found ourselves on a little patch of land surrounded by strange monolith-like large mirrors. The familiar purple was clouding around the glass. Let's approach. The mirrors were clouded with a strange fog. It was hard to see my reflection, but it seemed like I wasn't the only one wanting to inspect them closer. What do we need for this? Let's have Quakanya touch the mirror. It seemed that as soon as Quakanya touched the mirror, he got stuck right into it. His form disappeared and the fog in the mirror got denser. Are you fucking kidding me? few moments later, Kwakanya stumbled out of the mirror, holding his head. Something was different about him. When I asked about it, he remained silent. Oh no. Oh no. You have infection? Good day. This party member feels a strong eddying towards the fog. Can we... Can we use that on you? Not necessary at the moment. You sure? You sure? Overgrown spear. A rather pointy spear. What does that do? Corrupted spear thrust. Oh, I don't like that. I don't... Oh my god, it's, oh my god. It's Jake. I can't believe they put Jake in here. That's cool. Okay, well, he's infected. That's not good. Someone needs a promotion. Alright, well, we're gonna trudge back into the waterfall. I do want to see if we can rest a bit and then try to go to that other area. Kwakanya began to hum in a low rhythmic way. The hum gave way to the most perplexing melody. It was strange at first, but for a moment I felt at peace. We're in a good mood. Okay. I'm gonna trek back. We're gonna go this way. If we can find whatever that is a shrine. You need a promotion. We'll give you promotion. How about that? Pros to shine. We'll go back to the waterfall, rest, and then come back. Forgotten temple stood bathed in light before me. In the distance, I spied large, jagged boulders, like the peaks of mountains ready to erupt from earth. Inside was a small, empty chamber. A long hallway led to the altar room ahead. I took a breath, keeping a keen eye for traps. Let's search for some secrets, shall we? We got one chance. There you go. Beneath some debris, I discovered a hidden trap door in the floor. Opening it, saw a second gloomy chamber. Beneath this one, let's enter the hole. I lowered myself into the hole, landing slightly on my feet in the hidden area below. I found myself among the ruined remains of an arcanist's workshop that had been destroyed in some kind of fire. Perhaps something here could be still salvaged. Let's... What do we got? Totem stick. Totem in protection. Ram into the ground to ward off enemies. Okay. I managed to somehow find a rare value in the charred wreckage. Similar at my fortune, I climbed back into the entry chamber. Let's enter the altar chamber. We have found a sacred altar room. Strange hieroglyphs indicate that taking the treasure here would cause great mountains to burst from the earth. Offer special item. Interesting. Well, how about we leave an offering? Is that good enough? Hello? Hello? Oh. That seems like a lovely. How about... Nope. I placed my offering on the altar, and a few moments later, the earth rumbled and Kwakanya fell to the ground. He came back to his feet and looked better than before. He was miraculously cured from his fog infection. Hey, there we go. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. Let's return to the entry chamber, and we leave. I decided that we should leave the shrine before we cause irreparable harm and quickly depart. Alright, let's head back to the waterfall again. Oh god, that thing. Give me a little bit more laudanum. Loyalty, negative, but we have health. Nah. Hello? Hi, Momo. You want attention, buddy? He wants attention. Alright. We're gonna rest. Alright. As we were laying out our bread rules, I noticed that the green bushes framing our camp looked somehow familiar. Taking a closer look, I recognized the leaves. This was a cocoa plant. Knowing of their uplifting effects, I gathered what I could before we went to sleep that night. We got some cocoa leaves. Alright. And we rest, and we rest, and we rest. I don't know what that creature is. After days of rest, we leave. I don't know what this creature is. Wandering Duke. It looks like a creature. Don't want to deal with creature. I want to go home. Oh, well, it looks like we're gonna have an attack. How about that? Surprise! Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna battle, okay? Pounce. We're gonna... Whoa. I'm gonna re-roll these die. Damn. Okay. Let's... weaken that one. With the pounce. Pounce enemy. There you go. We're gonna... what does that do? What are you doing? Heal but stun, huh? That's fine. Okay, vulnerable. We're gonna end turn. Oh god, this thing does a lot. Alright, we're gonna roll. Oh, doom. Complicated shot. There you go. That should be fine. I searched the remains for anything useful. Purple jelly. Oh, sanity's up when you have person. Okay. Interesting. Well, we've defeated that. So we don't have a chance to see any villagers. Or do we? Technically we do. If I can search more of the area. There is none. Okay, well, we'll go back to Portal. We'll go home. We will go... well, also, welcome back from ads. So sorry you have to have them. Enter Portal. We have no option. Once more, we stepped through the portal, this time hoping it would take us back from where we came from. As we stepped out of the portal, soon I recognized the terrain around us. We made it back. I let a sigh of relief. Although we knew we could not rest for long, we still had an expedition to finish. We should have enough sanity to head back. Really wanted to find a village, but that's okay. We got another cure-all. Okay. Approach the pyramid. Great pyramid towered above us, glinting in the sunlight. There was a strange quality to its architecture that I'd never seen before. We're gonna enter the pyramid. I explore the empty, cavernous chambers of the pyramid for hours, marveling at the perfect smoothness of every structure, every surface. Victory! Find the golden pyramid. We did that. We got our renown up. Yep. Return treasures. Very nice indeed. Okay. We unlocked an engineer, Engie. Technology item power level +2. Interesting. We can choose a perk. Islander diplomacy. Allow the second action in the village ruler's hut. Okay. Reduce movement on the mountains. Increase sanity when resting in nature. How about we do this for the anthropology? As we returned to Perry, a rather suspicious-looking gentleman approached me. He told me that he has excellent bargains on equipment. Deals you won't believe, for limited time only. After explaining where to find his shop, he will quietly slunk away. Surely I would be a fool to not at least see what he had to offer. Edmund Oliver congratulated me on the job well done, giving me a firm farewell handshake. He hoped we would have an opportunity to work together again in the future. Please, no. Okay. Let me see what Shady Dealer has to offer. The dealer was waiting in his usually shady haunt. Nervously, I kept my hand on my wallet as I approached. Let's see the items on sale. Binoculars. Increase your viewing distance. Saddle. Allows you to ride with equipped animal. Okay. Meat cleaver. Whip. Machete. Thick leather harness. That's for beast and pack animals. A crucifix. For more sanity. How's our... I'm gonna get rid of this. This is the one thing I need to get rid of. That thing is cursed. She has nothing. You're full. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Binoculars. The viewing distance would be good to have. To have and to hold. How much is that? Oh, that's on a sale. 4 deal. I wasn't sure I would regret my thing. Okay. I'm gonna give her that. For the expo tickets. See what Lux Labs. My Eddie bot. Yep. He gave a jerky nod. Upgrade equipment. Viewing distance. Max health for the girdle. Claw of Doom. Okay. Attention chance. The leafy sprig. That thing, I do not like. I do not like that spear. I want to know what it does. Because it's target self fog infected. I do not like. Don't know what that does. It targets self. Damage the enemy, target self. I don't like that. Not one bit. Club shop. Could recruit a new person. NG? What is wrong with you? Hothead. Okay. Okay, let's see what the Kase. Recruit. Gave word that was looking for brave souls. Soon gathered. A field nurse. A street rat and a missionary. What is your thing? Claustrophobia. I see, okay. Field nurse? Confirm. Gladly welcome Adeline Beddoes to my crew. Her skill in battlefield medicine would be in a set on dangerous journeys that lay ahead. As I turned to leave the tavern, I was surprised to encounter Percy Fawcett again. Smirking, he proclaimed that he visited the Curious Islands without me, that his discoveries there far outshone my own tame adventures. I refused to dignify his taunts with a response and left without a word. I would show this bounder what a real explorer could do. Stepped again in the thrum of construction of the exposition. The constant activity was invigorating. Can I cure an ailment? I do not have enough for the ailment. Okay. Oh, because I only have one ticket. Damn. Okay. Lux slabs. What about Talshi? Club shop. That's fine. Let's start the expedition. Victoria caught up to me at the dock, and I was prepared to depart. Excitedly, she told me that she had made an important discovery. By piecing together the coordinates from where the islands were appearing, she believed she has found a special island rumored to hold something remarkable. It was vital that I left for this island as soon as possible, and she would be coming with me. I knew what I needed to do. Was I ready? Act 1, The Ruined Gate. It is a rating 3, 2 islands. Let's just select a sponsor. Let's go with Taishi Academy. Let's do it. Have them sponsor us. As a tradition, I made my way to the bar before the night before the expedition was set to sail. Okay, the tavern seemed rather lively that night. Hold on now. Okay. Hold on. Something went wrong. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Something got unplugged. So sorry about that. Okay, rather lively that night. Gum-a-da-bum. From outside the door, I could already smell something delicious, and when I entered it became clear that I had walked on a taste test. Hell yeah. A cook approached me and asked if I would want to try some recipes that they had put together for an upcoming restaurant. I will partake. Frankly, the food was spoiled. The smell was nothing like when I entered the tavern, and I only finished my meal out of politeness. It left me feeling slightly sick. For once, I was happy that I was leaving Paris behind the next morning. I got a common cold. Alright. My ship arrived, encountering a small supply vessel. The Taishi Academy has provided me with a modest budget to outfit my trek. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's get some gear, some potions, a couple of weather balloons. That'll be good. No, we don't need a tide wand. Some whiskey. Curse totem. Animal scent. Okay. Probably grab a shovel. Oh, man. We don't need first aid. Let's get some marbles just in case. We have 9. Shovel. 3. One is worth 3 gold. Nothing. That's fine. I need to get rid of this fucking thing. You can't sell items here, son of a bitch. We'll get one more climbing gear and call it good. My provisions chosen, I considered it if this was yet more to be done before I handed the island. Let's go. Skip storage? No. Malin pulled me aside as we neared the island. She was entrusting the leadership of this expedition to me, but would stand by my side to lend a steady hand. By piecing together reports of explorers, she has determined an ancient stone gate existed with carvings that explained the secrets of these mysterious fog-bound islands. The exact location remained unknown, but a report indicated that the islanders knew where to find it. We were to contact the islanders to get this information. And here we are. I have too many Trek members. Holy fuck. Really? Hey. Stop that. Too many Trek members, huh? Let's get rid of NG. Dismiss the NG. Yes. Better without him. Okay. Can we traverse? We have plenty of Trek members now. Okay. Let's pop a balloon. What are you? It is a cave mountain. Okay, how about another one? And one more. Missionary, okay. Let's Let's travel. Go to the yurt. Let's travel. Oh, there are some butterflies up on the other side. We'd have to track them. Let's approach the hunt master. I encountered the hunter's cabin out in that trackless wilderness. It seems that its owner preferred a solitary existence amongst the other life. Let's trade if we can. I actually don't want to trade. Oh, you know what? I do want to. Black wolf pelt. We will trade elsewhere. It's just good enough to see him. There is a islander there. Let's travel to get the butterfly. Bedou's radiant butterfly. Butterfly in the sky. I got a butterfly. Approach the islanders. Butterfly in my ass. There's a butterfly in my ass. I approached the islanders with open arms and a smile on my face. If we were to get information here, it's important to make a good impression. They reacted cautiously, but were not unfriendly. I was struggling to communicate. Malin stepped forward incredibly. She seemed to speak their language. The speaker for the island reacted with surprise and delight. Smiling wildly, soon the locals were at ease with us and willing to help. We shall ask about the gate. The speaker for the island hesitated, glancing nervously back at his fellows. Then coming to his decision, he invited me to his village to speak to his chieftain. We could get no more from the speaker, who was anxious to leave after our exchange. It seemed that I would need to deal with their leader to learn more. And the village is all the way over there. That's fine. But we now have renown. Let us traverse. Approach the cave. I peered into a small tunnel. From where I stood, I could see nothing but darkness inside. We're gonna enter the cave. Just need one. There you go. Taking care in the dark, I managed to find a path without further problems. At the far end of the cave, I stumbled across an uneven spot of dirt on the floor. It looks like someone buried it. Let's dig. I grabbed the shovel and started digging. It did not take long before I found something in the soft there. It seems this detour had paid off. We got some jade stones. Okay. Some jade stones. Also, what is that? Wood cross. Interesting. 23 in me. Mosquito swarm carries deadly diseases. Oh, malaria. Health and loyalty, cure-all. Oh god, not the mosquitoes. Not the mosquitoes. I need to go to the missionary though, that's the problem. Can I traverse there? Let's travel. A shrine. Okay. We'll approach the shrine. I visited a majestic stone structure. The terrain nearby was a dry wasteland, despite the lush landscape of the surrounding region. We entered the shrine. Inside was a small empty chamber. A long hallway led to the altar room ahead. I took a breath, keeping an eye out for traps. Let's do that. There we go, better loot. As I ran my hand over the rough surface of a wall, a string of arcane runes flared to life, seeming to carve themselves into the stone before my very eyes. I examined the writing. I studied the writing, my mind becoming strangely focused. I found myself speaking words I've never even heard before, chanting their strange song against my will. I lost consciousness briefly. When I came to, an inner glow suffused my being. A blessing of fortitude. We found a small altar room. Sigils drawn on the altar warn us of grave robbers to beware of burning sun that would turn the world to desert. I think I'm just gonna... We're back to wait for the sacred altar and return to the entry chamber, and we're gonna leave. I decided that we should leave before the shrine. We caused irreparable harm and quickly departed. I do not like this Sam I am. I do not like Sam I am. Oh. Would love to have some sanity back. Someone's... yeah. I pushed myself beyond the point of endurance, beyond what the sane person could endure. Calling a halt, I slumped to the ground and lapsed into unconsciousness. When I came to, I found myself a quiet location that looked a good resting spot. I did not know how I got there, but my life and sanity have been saved. Settled down for the night. This was the edge of despair. Even the warning flames of the campfire did not to ease my mind. Maintaining a healthy diet was difficult to an expedition, and Adeline Beddoes began to feel the effects. Her gums bleed all the time. I think I saw a tooth come loose. She's got the scurvy. Yar, she's got the scurvy. Should have gotten the vitamin D. We're gonna rest for a bit so we can regain everything. We're gonna do more than that. Water spring, small afflictions, water sparkle. We're gonna rest some more. When I joined the campfire, Rousseau, and Adeline Beddoes were talking. They were sharing childhood memories, remembering good things to get through the hard times. They were astonished by everything they had in common. Together they laughed more than ever either had for weeks, for a stronger bond developing between them. Oh, they're in love. Oh my god, they're in love? Good for them. I think one more day of rest should help. I encountered a group of travelers native to this land. Adeline struck up a lively conversation, seemed to get on well with the locals. The islanders were willing to share knowledge of their land and customs with Beddoes if I would let her travel with them for some time. Yes. Beddoes seems excited. She waved goodbye as she left camp with the other group. That's okay, we'll be fine. She should come back, right? Right? Okay, we'll leave. What do we need to study? Conduct trade, witness a village full moon ritual, discover tribe type, complete village request, and there's mosquitoes everywhere. If we were going here. Approach stone disc. Came across an ancient disc of carved stone embedded in the ground. Something about its strange markings made me nervous. A thrill run through my spine. I saw hints of the map within the strange markings of the disc. Perhaps I could use it to reveal what was hidden in unexplored areas. Let's analyze markings. So there's a yurt. Let's reveal. Also, time for a promotion with the team. Me. Promote me. Thank you. Return. Back up. All right. We could go there. I think it might be best if we do this. Travel towards the area. Approach Elephant Graveyard. Just in case. The foreboding place was situated in the midst of the swamp, littering with the remains of the dead elephant. Many generations of the majestic creatures had come to die here. As I carefully made my way towards the bones of the scavenged beasts, I noticed the tracks of scavengers that I visited. If I tarried, I was sure to be attacked. Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. Luckily, I was nimble enough to quickly search the site before any dangerous wildlife returns. The ivory recoverings from these great beasts held great value. I should not stand by and let them go to waste. Ooh, this is bad. As I took the test, I remember the lesson I had learned long ago. Elephants have a keen sense of smell. Perfect memory. I should do well to avoid the beast.
Here now.
On my way home, this is a threat. Hello, bird. I work here now. Oh, no. Bird's gonna attack me. Oh, there is a place behind us. Who? That figure, who could it be? Adeline Beddoes, back at last. She was safe and sound. Beddoes talked about the time with the Islanders with newfound respect. She had learned so much about these. Also, Bird B, please be careful with your travels. I love you. Okay, well, I would like to know of this place. What's going on with her? Her health is... What'd you get for us? Anti-infectatorium. Okay. Approach the shrine. Temple level before me. Tendrils of dark purple fog swirled around, much like the mysterious mist that surrounded the island. We entered the shrine. That was a small damp chamber. A long hallway led to an altar room ahead. It took breath, keeping an eye for traps. We're gonna search for secrets. Can I do a reroll? No? Okay. That's fine. Knocking on the walls, I noticed one section echoed with a hollow resonance. Upon inspecting, I found a subtle slab door leading to a second chamber. I pushed open the slab door and took all of my strength, but I managed to move from the great slab to one side. Wiping sweat from my brow, I cautiously entered the small doorway. I entered a small room adorned with religious implements. Looking through the ceremonial ornaments, I noticed something that seemed to hold real value. I will take artifact. Tribal artifact. Gold nuggets. Ooh. I stuffed my plundered treasure in the satchel and returned to the entry chamber. Let's enter altar. We found a small secret altar room. A thin layer of mysterious fog hid the base of the altar. I fear that disturbing the treasure would cause this fog to spread. And we shall back away from the sacred altar and return to the entry chamber, and we shall leave. Decide that it was better to not disturb the shrine further, and I left immediately. Now, what about the trader? What do you have? Muzzle, hunting knife, storm lantern. That would be nice. We need to get rid of this. This thing. I would love to have a lantern. Really? Okay, well, just get rid of, No, he did not want me to have that. Okay, well, fine. Golden nuggets. Got one more climbing gear. We'll make a deal. We gotta discover the tribe. And I don't know if we have enough to truly make it. Or do we? We do. We have just enough to get by. Losing health, losing health. Why? Oh, she's got scurvy, that's why. That's right. Hello, Momo. Hi, buddy. Hi. No, do not climb. Do not climb. The village was just as our first islander contact had described it. Do not climb, boy. As we entered, an expectant hush fell over the inhabitants. After a moment, one villager welcomed us. He gestured to a nearby hut, inviting us to speak to the ruler. Can I trade first? Meet with the ruler. As we docked in the gloomy dwelling, the chieftain nodded solemnly. She asked us what we wanted, seeming distrustful in our intentions. I asked about the ancient gate. Reassuring her that we meant no harm, I inquired about the great stone gate that we were here to find. As I talked, her face grew dark. The gate was of the Palico, she told us. The builders, she named them. The cursed ones. The bringers. The all-knowing. Their works were not to be trifled with. And yet, if we were to do her a boon, perhaps she would see fit to tell us where we could be found, or where it could be found. It was far from here, after all. She mused And what harm could do our meddling do? Persuade the chieftain to talk. There we go. The chieftain was resolute, but my silver tongue managed to win the day. Somehow, against her better judgment, I convinced her to reveal the location of the Palakau Gate. Slowly, she revealed that the ancient gate was another island. The instructions were odd, relying as much on time and angle approach as location. We wrote them down faithfully. I gave Malin an excited nod, and she grinned in return. We have found what we came for. It was time to set sail. Fortune and glory. Can we continue? Oh. I didn't have enough renown. Damn it. That's okay. I readied my ship for the next leg of the journey. I was glad to see the supply vessel of Tashi Academy was still here to serve my needs. The supply ship's captain handed over a message from the Tashi to read as follows. It seems you have made an enemy. Another explorer of renown has followed you to this island to find the gate for themselves. Our agents inform us that this is none other than the famed Percy Fawcett. We advise taking the utmost care. Ayla and I looked at each other in dismay. It seems we have competition in our endeavor. Let's buy some provisions. What do you got for us? We need a shovel, a light, we need some bars, reveal some map locations. -4, huh? Can't sell items here. No deal. 6. What can be 12, 2. There we go. I reviewed some chosen. I considered if there's yet more things to be do. Let's refill some water. How about some more water? Oh yeah, we're full. Oh god, we're full. And we're going to the desert, yeah? Can I ship storage? Let's pack up some things. That's weightless? Oh, that'll be fine. Husk. What else? Weightless. We need to keep this going. Okay. Okay, she needs promotion. And then we'll give her that to carry. Now we have a little bit more. The gold nut. Can you stop? Hello? Hello, bud. You can't do that. You can't do that, buddy. Ship storage. He is being feisty today. No. Stop it. Stop it. Alright. That should do it. Okay. We'll begin expedition. Reach the Palikau Gate. Tarbog Inlet. Okay. Got that. We are not done yet. And it's all the way down there. God damn. Let's go this way. Approach dilapidated shack. Okay. I encountered a worn, poorly constructed hut in the wilderness. A desperate-looking man peered out at me, his pale, emaciated form sparking pity. The man entreated me pitifully. He had thought to find riches in the land, but now has trapped and desperate. Any help could be a godsend. Let's give him a large donation. Hello? That doesn't do anything, okay. Does not do anything, it has no value. We just need the water. Okay. Damn. Really? Okay. Shaken by my generosity, the man hugged me warmly. Tears in his eyes, despite the sacrifice. I felt glad to have help. But I give him like marble and all that. Leave. Leave. Covered in tar. Looks are created. We got some villagers. Some salamanders. Approach islanders. When the islanders here first caught sight of us, they seemed terribly shaken. After a moment, they aimed about to us. This can't be. Proclaim yourself as a god. Hey! I'll just lie to them, I guess. Spreading my arms magnificently, I solemnly intoned a blessing. They seemed delighted and awed by their good fortune. Standing is up. Okay. In all, the islanders had increased to the point of near worship. I decided to finish my business here quickly before the spell broke. Asked for food. As a show of goodwill, they offered a small amount of food from their stores. Warmly thanked them for the gift. Good fish. I left quickly, leaving the chanting islanders behind me. They watched my departure with awestruck faces. Just a bit of a lie, that's all. But we got some sanity. We can see them again. Covered in heavy tar, I had no choice but to bring the trek to a halt. We were exhausted and needed time to rest and clean ourselves. Passing through the water would have helped the cleanup, but for now we should make it do. Okay. We shall approach the islanders. I was surprised to come across a small scouting party in the wilds. They smiled broadly when they saw me, having heard of the good relations I established here. In a show of friendship, the scouts shared some information using a small stick to draw a map. They described the nearby location that might be of interest to my trek. Thanking them gladly for the help, I wished the scouts a fond farewell and got the trek moving once more. Ooh, okay. Okay, so that is Salamander Ferry. Interesting. Can we also see what's over yonder? Exhausted by tar. Okay, well. There's hyenas. There's the village. We'll approach the village. The village of these salamanders was a stout, absolute marvel. Formation of the living coral shaped into inhabitable structures. Ingenious. But after a moment, I noticed that my hosts were somewhat less charmed. Scowling, they declared that Percy Fawcett has warned them that I was a dishonorable thief. I plead my innocence, declaring that Fawcett was nothing but a liar and a scoundrel. Eventually they let me stay, but my reputation has been badly tarnished. Okay, how about we trade to get that boost up? Max health would be nice. Oh. What else can I give them? That? There we go. What else can I give them? That should be it. We got ready and headed out. Okay, I need to work on... There we go. Give her some of that. She got her hiking stick. We're doing fine. We need to go here. Gotta deal with the goddamn hyenas. Attack hyenas! Roll. We'll re-roll. There we go. Get the burning. No, okay. Demoralize, huh? Go for that one. Get vulnerable on that one. Ouch. Go for that one. Nice. Taunt. Go for the shield and taunt. Heal yourself. And we shall end turn. That's blocked. Good. Roll. Liking this so far. We're gonna get a whole lot of rerolls. Thank you. Alright, well. This thing is dead. Yeah. I search the remains for anything useful. Animal tooth, some raw meat, and some pelt. And we can visit a shrine. I stood before a temple comprised of huge stones. The air was hot and the ground rumbled occasionally. Clearly a volcanic activity. We enter the shrine. Inside was a small, shadowy chamber. A long hallway led to the altar room ahead. I stepped carefully, wary of traps. I'm gonna search for secrets. I'm gonna use... Really? Moments I gained my search. I felt a flagstone sink beneath my foot with an ominous clunk. I triggered a trap. Before I could take another breath, a flurry of darts shot from tiny holes in the wall. Try this again. You really? I spun to the side, but no avail. I felt a prick of the needle pierce my shoulder. Hot feverish sensation entered my bloodstream almost immediately. Enter the chamber. Lie before some sort of ceremonial room. Symbols carved around the altar warned us great volcanic emerged. Let's return to the chamber and leave the chamber. Damn, that's rough. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do then. Oh, there is another spot. There is another. Go here. See, we can head back and trade some stuff. Sanity 10. There we go. Let's enter approach cave. Uh-oh, birds here. Peered into a small cave. From where I stood, I could see nothing but darkness inside. See if we can enter the cave. We can. Taking care in the dark, I managed to find a path without further problems. At the end of the cave, I found a beautiful grotto with an astonishing variety of mushrooms. Let's take some mushrooms. How about we take some water? Perfect. Bird. Hi, baby. How was your day? What happened?
Oh, my lamp.
Your lamb? What happened? Is it the boys? Oh, demons. It was okay. Yeah, it was just a lot of people. How odd. Fairly odd, folks. Yeah? I know you hunger. I do love you. Yeah, I will feed you. Okay,
What are you playing?
I'm playing Curious Expeditions 2.
Oh, you don't look like one I played.
What do you mean?
Are you gonna play this?
I was, but this one doesn't have Amelia Earnhardt.
Oh.
It's the first one. So I did like the traveling captain.
Okay, that's what the hat's for.
Yeah.
Very
Thank you, thank you. I gotta meet with the ruler. Ruler of the yeah. Yeah, some of the tribes people are Thalafolk. They are. They're mad at me because I had a rating of 5 and then some Percy Fawcett ruined my reputation because he's like, I'm just jealous that you're a better explorer than I am.
nice.
And called us thieves.
No.
Yeah,
How dare you?
exactly. A wall of alcoholic fumes hit me as I entered the room. The chieftain sat hunched over in a clay vessel staring into the drink. Z staggered to her feet as I entered. Z stared at me blearingly, demanding to know why I was there. As I stammered an answer, Z cut me off with a gesture. The chieftain was in a foul mood and would only tolerate one request. How about ask for request? I inquired if there's anything I could do to help the village. The chieftain told me a nearby friend of his village, Z, wanted to send his person a gift. Asked if I would deliver it. Yeah, I would. I was given a fine piece of jewelry, along with detailed directions as where I was meant to deliver the gift. A golden llama?
That's some Sims.
I know. Yes. I have to take a ferry. He was a fairy. I need to rest though. Or no, I can eat some food. No, wait, no. Promised the person I would prove worthy of her trust and not lose the gift that I had been entrusted with. The chieftain waited silent to see if I had any other requests. Can I learn about the tribe? I asked permission to spend the evening interviewing the tribe in order to learn more about the people. After careful consideration, I was granted. And gained a rating. I spent the night probing the village with my questions and learned much. They believed that all objects had a spirit. All things an agency. Their shamans grew wise by communicating with these spirits. My inquiry is complete. I returned and gave my thanks to the chieftain the following morning. I thanked the chieftain for their time and made my exit. I exited the hut, breathing in the sea air deeply as I returned to the main village square. Can I trade and not sell the golden llama? I think hyena pelt and a shovel. Can you give me some goodies? No. Cannot. Sanity. at the village. Late at night, I marveled at a shooting star streaking across the sky. Noticing my interest, a shaman approached. He told me the legend of a star spirit that fell to earth, coming to live not far from here. Took note of the location. After a time, he completed his tale, leaving me to contemplate the legend in silence below the beautiful night sky. Yeah, these little salamander people are cool. Yeah. I recovered the village for nearly a week. The villagers treat me with quite decency. All right. Let me see. It's here. Also, my doctor has scurvy. Yeah.
Orange.
We don't have an orange. We have a cooked fish, mushroom, a berry.
Well, in real life, a berry and a potential.
Yeah, a berry.
Fish probably less.
Yeah.
Doesn't just cook with light.
Also, at one point, I went into a portal, and there's these like smiling, tribesmen, like with a mask that smiles. I came across an astounding sight: the crater of a fallen meteorite. The broken chunks of rocks were still smoking in the ground, freshly furrowed from the impact. I felt something of value could be found here, but the search would not be without its dangers. Let's take a look at closer. To inspect the impact closer, someone would have to climb down in the crater. I wonder if it's worth the risk. He's been something.
Can't go.
Let's Hakushru Kama climb down. Oh boy. Oh, we're good. A strange piece of rock at the bottom of the crater that seemed different from the rest. Ooh, a meteorite. Wow. I stashed the piece of meteorite in a satchel. Who knew what I would be find for it in the coming days? We turned to leave. Karwana leg plunged into the earth, and he screamed in pain. He had fallen into a dastardly trap. It seemed that someone had dug a small camouflage pit, inlaid with a small, filth-covered spikes. As I extracted Kwanya from the trap, I found a note inside. Oh my god, this is Percy. Is your ambition worth so much that you would pay lives of your comrades? Turn back now, fool. You are outmatched. Sincerely, Percy Fawcett. That bastard. I crumbled the paper in my fist, seething with fury. Fawcett would pay for this outrage. Alright, where are we going? To a place called Kokomo. That's where I wanna go, to the Kokomo. Ah. Stalk prey. What? Approach ferry station. Sea turtle let out a strange croaking noise as I approached the strange structure. The ferrymaster laughed hoarsely and asked where I'd like to go. Oh, that's our ferry? It's a giant turtle. Yeah, we're gonna go there. The ferrymaster gave me a wet chortle in the back of their throat and began gleefully negotiating for passage. Uh-oh. How about some steak? How about some mushrooms? Oh, that's a cute little coital. Okay, so we are not doing too well. 29. Let's go grab the butterfly. Beddoes harmless, glorious butterfly. Approach Islander. I encountered a small party of islanders in the wilds. They greeted me formally with a small hand gesture, sensing an opportunity. I asked if they had any information they might be of use. They seemed reluctant at first to share what they know. However, after some... How do you say this? Cajoling? Cajoling! That is the first time I ever heard of that word. Negotiation.
Yeah, I also it's like
Jostling. Okay. After some jostling, cajoling, they agreed to trade for directions to a nearby location where valuables could be found. Oh, man. It probably is. Yeah. Yeah. Cudgeling. Yes, beat me with a fucking rod. Satisfied with the trade, they gave careful instructions on how to reach the location. We thanked them and went our way. Okay, what about this thing? This stone circle is gonna be crazy. Why does it say travel? Also, what are we supposed to deliver the gift? Show on map. Oh, whoops. We came across a formation of ancient stone markers. Arcane inscripts painted on each rock seem to indicate some sort of map. Reveal camp points. Close my eyes and touch the cold stone and a vision oh no. Coalesced. Coalesced? Bird, is that right? Coalesced. C-O-A-L-E-S-C-E-D. Coalesced. My mind. Coalesced. Okay. Yes and no? Sure.
I just need to like play it.
Oh.
5-year-old. Those are big words.
Those are some big words. I mean, it's meant to be like, oh, travelers. Approach ferry. I need to deliver gift. Sea turtle, deliver gift. Golden llama's removed. Showing appreciation. A gift of my own. Starfruit spear and cooked fish. We'll leave. I need to eat. I know. Oh, man. Don't think my person's gonna make it. Can we promote you? I need to rest the crew. Approach trader. Let's see if he has anything. Health. Rabbit's foot. A hallucinogenic toad. Click to indulge in a mind-bending experience. Has long-term mental side effects, but gains us some sanity. I'm gonna use Kilquika. He's got health, and he's not dying anymore. Okay, approach old camp. And I will end stream when I'm done with this trek, baby. Okay. Huh? Oh no. I had discovered an abandoned campsite of a failed expedition. Human remains were strewn across the camp, triggering a sense of danger. Search the camp. What do you mean I failed? Ignoring the prickling in the back of my neck, I decided to spend more time here. It turned out to be a mistake. Distracted by search, I was a victim of an ambush. And it was a panther. Or a puma. No, it's a panther. Okay. Reroll. Yikes. Okay. Build character. Why did we heal him? Hello? Okay. I want to re-roll dice. You. There we go. There's remains for anything useful, raw meat, and panther pelt. What can we do in the electric boogaloo? We're gonna rest over here. Approach springs. We watched a natural hot springs. The water tasted salty, with the steam gently rising from its surface. We decided it would be a good idea to rest here. The night felt amiss as I rested by the fire. Wankia approached me that night, unable to meet my eyes. I saw his hand trembling as he nervously wiped his lips before speaking. Back in Paris, it seemed that oh my god. Percy Fawcett had offered a hefty sum to betray the expedition. Shamefaced Wankia admitted to accepting the offer. He could not bring himself to betray me, but feels unappreciated. Defiantly, he demanded that I match the value of my rival's payment or he'd leave. Pay the price. Oh my god, what is this price to pay? I can't. There's no way, man. You kidding? Persuade to stay. Thank you. I gave an impassioned plea, reminding Wakanya of the bond we had forged on our many days together. Deeply moved by my words, he wrapped his arms around me, eyes filled with tears. Adversity had proven to forge the strongest bonds that night. I think... Aren't we in love? Who are we in love with? Oh no, we're in love with Dr. Amabel Scoot.
You're in love with someone else?
My character.
Oh.
Not me. Not me, my love. There is a new other area over here. Okay. We might rest once more. I was enjoying the pleasant warmth of the campfire when Dr. Scoot approached me with a smile on her face. She produced a tattered journal, and I was astounded to find that it contained a detailed description of the flora and fauna we had encountered on our journey. Truly, Dr. Scoot had benefited from her experiences on this expedition. Nice. Okay. I'm going to stop the study. Leave. We need to witness a village full moon ritual. I'm gonna be a sacrifice. Huh? I love you too. I'm being sacrificed for dinner. I know what you said. Love you too. Yee hee hee hee. This panther is chasing us, by the way. You know what? Surprise attack. Oh shit. Oh my god. Can't do that? Okay. Heal with a boost. Okay. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Vulnerable on them. Arm for 2. Can't do anything. Yeah, Tom for that. That's fine. He's dead. Okay. Leave the valuables, Panther, and that. Take all. Thank you. I'm gonna go to this area. A shrine. I arrived at the majestic stone structure. I could hear the roar of turbulent water as if the great river lay beneath my feet. We'll enter the shrine. The small damp chamber along the hallway with the lead altar room ahead. My eyes flitted to and fro, searching for traps. We will search for the traps. And I failed. And I need to dodge. And failed again. And I got an infected wound, or the doc did. Altar chambers. We're not gonna do that. Gonna leave the chamber. Doc is infected. Elixir, ye old cure-all. We need to get the bug out of here. rest of the shrines. What do we have? No. Let's rest. Exhausted, I neglected that at night to properly secure my baggage. As soon as I turned my back, a small monkey crept into the camp and scampered off. A bit of my gear held tight. Gotta catch that monkey. And I got him. I managed to snare the little thief as it fled. Not only I recovered my own stolen item, but also found something else it had taken from different victims. Beetle nuts and torches. Okay. And we're gonna leave. Okay, she got healed. Okay, I was worried that my dog just died. But the other doctor, not the battlefield doctor, but Dr. Scoot can be promoted. Okay, let's get the hell out of here so I can feed Bird. Because she is hungry, and so am I. Approach Palikau Gate. As we approached the gate, I saw Percy Fawcett's party has beaten us there. He seemed to be chipping away at the structure with a chisel before we interrupted. Malin demanded he leave the thing in peace. Fawcett, blackguard that he is, naturally refused. It seemed that we're at an impasse. Should I bribe him to leave? Or should I fight him? I think we should fight him. I think I'm gonna kick this guy's ass. After the trials this rogue has put me through, it was high time that he was taught a lesson. I'm gonna attack Percy in general. Rerolls in there. Fine. Torch his friend too. Get him for more burning. Get him going. Fire. There you go. Go. Boost heal. No one needs it. Well, we'll end turn. It's fine. On retaliation. My turn. Okay. Roll. Okay, stun. Ouch. Just get rid of Percy. Blocked for 5. What? Heal. Get rid of Percy. There you go. Block 6. Percy's down. Heal. That's fine. Defensive position. There we go. Retaliation again. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be... Go for you. Dab. Done. Stunned, huh? Can't do that. Heal. Okay, that's fine. Weakness towards... Nope. Curse of the Spirits. Some poison. That's fine. Stabby stab on you. Does that do? Vulnerable? We'll end our turn. That's fine. Okay. Get him for 17. He's done. Heal, boost, stun. That's fine. Okay, and that'll end one more turn. Okay. Stabby stab on you. Punch on you. There we go. Step forward to give Percy Fawcett the coup de grace. The coward fled before I could get close, no matter. I could catch the scoundrel another day. Though bested by dangers at every turn, we were finally alone at the Helicao gate. It loomed before us, carved with figures and sigils unlike any I have seen before. Victoria approached it as though in trance. Her face alight with awe. She traced the carvings with her fingers, lost in thought. We made camp, stayed up in the night, into the night to study the gate by firelight. We noticed that each time she touched the gate, it seemed to push back the fog. When morning dawned, she declared the intention to stay. As I bid her farewell, she glanced upon from the gate. So intent was she to on her study. Okay, we did it. Finally. That was a long mission. We did that. Yep. Return the provisions, return the treasures. Pretty much everything. Oh my god, that was a lot. Complete a year without your standing ever to drop. Nice. We got butterfly sword, renewal scroll, fogburn scroll. Oh my god, we got a lot of things. We've got academy master. Okay, polyglot. Reduce standing cost for staying in village. Okay. Strong mind. Good reputation. Go up to +3. And the Eiffel Tower is being built. Upon my return, expedition officials know that Malin would be staying on the island to continue research. In the meantime, I would continue my own explorations. Who knew what marvels were yet to be discovered? I saw a familiar figure making its way towards me. Why was the equipment trader? He was carrying an odd little hairy object. Small thing in his hands wasn't an object at all. It looked like a tiny piglet. Suddenly, the trader shoved it into my hands. The creature was a truffle hog, and the trader bought it to look for the expensive mushrooms. It did find them too, but then it ransacked his store. Now he looked for someone to take off his hands. Truffle hog. I took the little oddball of fur into my care. It looked with... Oh, it's Joby! Name's little Juby. Yeah, it's like... It looks like a boar. It's got like tusks and everything. Looked at me with big eyes full of excitement. The piglet would be worth its weight in gold. Alright, well that ends that. Save and exit. And that was Curious Expeditions 2. It was a really good game. I let it cook for a while because I remember I was having... It's on YouTube where I had problems playing the game and everything. But that was when it first came out. But it's smoother now. They got DLC and everything. There's other like aquatic creatures and robotic creatures and dragons. Yeah, that'll be for the future though. But I like that game. Got a lot of RPing in it, a lot of storytelling, and I enjoyed it tremendously. I'm going to end the stream, but we're gonna raid somebody. Let's do an update. $125 on our campaign for Game On to End Lupus. Right now, we've got $147,777.70 altogether. Woo woo! We're really close to the goal, even, and it's only been 9 days. Crazy word. I will say this like I do in every stream. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever you do in the world or wherever you are. Appreciate you coming in, whether it was live and or on the VOD. Appreciate it. Y'all are amazing, and it's fun to have you here, whether you were you were just lurking on a second screen or anything like that. Appreciate y'all coming in. I'm trying to also see who is available for today that we can raid in. We got Blame Frost. We got a whole gang of crew. Everybody's streaming today. Good. That's good. Even if we didn't, even if we didn't gain more in donations for this campaign, at least, it's still good to have the eyes and ears and know that you're not alone. Please take care of your body and your mind because you're important. If you didn't know, now you do. I'm really trying. You know what? I know who. I know who. I know who. You might know him. Let me make sure I'm doing this right before I make a fool of myself. I'm really good at that. Bird knows. Love you too, bird. I'm making sure that is good for you. This person is really good at retros and speedrunning. He's doing a special Saturday collab with Elbel. You'll know him as General Andrews. I'm making sure I do everything right. There we go. We'll do that. Beep boop boop boop. Let's give him a good time to do that. Let's get the raid up. Perfect. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do... Let's see if I can do this properly. Benny Raid. Perry Rave. Woohoo! I learned that from Tiger. Tiger did that one time, and I said, you know what? That sounds amazing. I'm all for it. Perry Rave. Perry. There we go. Benny Raid, Perry Rave. Bam. We're going to copy everything. Boom. This is going to be the call sign. Benny Raid, Perry Rave. Y'all have a good time. I will be here tomorrow for Sunday, Bloody Sunday. I finally got XCOM 2 to run smoothly with over 900 mods. It'll be fun. It'll be frank. It'll be fun. Y'all have a good time. Happy Mother's Day. Tomorrow. Yes. But it'll be a short stream. It'll only be 2 hours because of that. Okay, everyone have a good time.
but I needed one more.
Let's
round
raid
to
now.
Second, right? Y'all know